Debt Avalanche.
Debt Snowball.
Debt Avalanche.
Debt Snowball.
Debt Avalanche.
Debt Snowball.
Enough already.
You're both right.
Getting rid of debt completely is one of the hardest things to do. And sometimes we end up digging ourselves a deeper and deeper hole even while you're trying to get out. But don't worry, no matter how deep the hole is, there's always a way out. Hey, I'm Abby, and today I'm going to tell you 2 methods you can use to start your journey to a debt-free life. Let's go! Paying off more than one debt can be stressful. Ugh. But there are 2 very popular methods of debt payoff that actually work. They are Debt Snowball and Debt Avalanche. So let's talk about what both of those are, how they work, and then at the end, I'll let you know which one might be the best option for you. So picture a snowball, and as it rolls, it collects more and more snow, and eventually it turns into like a giant snowball or the base of a snowman. That's exactly what the concept of the Debt Snowball Method is. You start with your smaller accounts and you pay those off, and then you work your way towards paying off the large accounts. The reason this works is because as you pay off your smaller accounts, you allocate whatever payment you were paying there to your larger accounts. So here's how this works. Let's say you have 3 accounts. One has a balance of 100, another has 500, and the last one has 1,000. First things first, make your minimum payments on all of these accounts. That way, they remain in good standing and they don't hurt your credit score. Now, let's say your minimum payment for the $100 debt is $15, and you have an extra $10 that you can allocate towards paying off that debt. So you pay $25 on the debt that's $100. You do that for as many months as it takes to pay off that debt. And then you take that $25 payment and allocate it to your $500 debt once your $100 debt is paid off. So why does Debt Snowball work? Well, it helps you make a bigger dent in the larger debts towards the end. Plus, it feels good to pay off those debts, right? There's one teeny tiny little downfall of this method we should talk about, and that is if your higher balance accounts have higher interest rates, you might lose a little bit of money in paying interest in the long run. That's because in the Debt Snowball, we don't prioritize based on interest. We prioritize based on debt balance. But wait, there's more. There's another method that does prioritize based on interest rate, and that's called the Debt Avalanche. Okay, now it's time to picture an avalanche. I know, kind of scary, but stick with me because it works. Just like in a real avalanche, the entire mass of snow is dumped into one place. That's how the debt avalanche works. So the main objective for this method is to put everything you've got towards that high interest debt. So let's bring back our numbers. We've got a debt balance of $100, $500, and $1,000. Let's say that the interest rates are 12, 20, and 10. Just like the previous method, we want to make sure we pay the minimum payments on all of these accounts to keep them in good standing. But that's the last similarity. From here, this is where it differs from the Debt Snowball Method. Rather than paying off the $100 first, we actually will pay off the $500 balance first because it has the highest interest rate, which means that it will cost us more in the long run. This method not only helps you save money on interest, but also reduces the total amount paid over time because you're paying off the highest interest first, which means it can't allocate. The hardest part of this is staying committed to the plan because it's not easy to curb your spending habits and put everything you've got towards paying off your debt. Now, before I answer the main question, which method is better? It would be awesome if you could hit that like button and that subscribe button because we have a ton of other finance-related videos that'll help you in your journey to become debt-free. Now it's time for the main question. Which method is better, Debt Avalanche or Debt Snowball? And the answer is... If you have debts with high interest rates, you should be using the Debt Avalanche method. If you have low interest debts, then go for the snowball. I highly recommend that either way, you go ahead and speak to a financial expert who can help you determine which option's best for you depending on your financial situation. But Abby, we don't know any financial experts, do we? Haha, you do. And I put the link in the description below so you can check them out and talk to them for free. So, now you know what the Debt Avalanche and the Debt Snowball Method are. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please hit that like button if you haven't already. We'll see you next time!